Hey, it worked. I think. I hope. Anyway, welcome.
It looks like it worked.
Yeah, welcome to podcast number 14 with the layout working.
You got the podcast right.
I did. I screwed up with the PowerPoint earlier though, but hey.
Yeah. And he's done the name thing. So
yeah, all right.
Yay!
Cool.
Yay.
So, how are we all doing this Saturday, boys?
I am alive.
You've been busy this morning.
Fucking ain't stopped again.
And that was me yesterday. And Donkey has done fuck all for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first
I'm
weekend.
free anytime. What the fuck?
Yeah. He's done literally nothing.
Fucking fair play to him for a change.
For a change, yeah.
Yeah. Like normally I have to do everything this week.
It's probably me and Alex going, wish he was here now. Wish he was here now.
Yeah.
Wish he was here now.
But yeah, I was quite busy yesterday. But today I had to do nothing. I've been in the shop, I suppose. I went outside.
I haven't done that yet.
You went and visited the real life MMO outside.
Yeah. I had to go to the shop to cash in some coins I earned.
How are the graphics?
They were okay in parts, but some of the rendering was shit.
It's fucking awful. Some of the NPCs are awful.
I heard the physics are bad.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well.
So, shall we dive in then, boys?
Yeah. We're diving hard in.
Yeah, let's start with the topic that has been hot in BBU and across a fair bit of Twitter, actually.
Yeah.
Fill me in.
G2A.
Yay! Everyone's favourite second-hand retailing site.
And we're talking about it a bit too early. Because
we jumped in early, yeah.
We jumped in early, and this time we are the latest. If you follow it at all, I can recommend looking at the news channel. I post every time I see something about it. I'll post it there. I won't always post it in Chat Town. Like I will if I feel like this is a development thing. But
like if it's a worthwhile development.
Yeah, where right now it's only he say, she say, so it's like, well, don't think yet.
So, just to bring people up to date who maybe haven't followed Chat Town, Donkey.
Okay.
G2A for years have been getting accused of selling keys that have been stolen. It's never actually been proven, but there's a rather large consensus that is what happens.
No.
Recently, a dev came out and said we'd rather you pirate our games than bought them from G2A.
Mm-hmm.
G2A are now leading the front, allegedly, in how they're going to combat that. I said they will give devs back tenfold what they have lost in stolen keys.
In chargeback fees, that is.
In chargeback fees, if they can prove that the keys were stolen.
They also said that they will use a third party to go in and verify if keys had been sold on the website while they were stolen.
Yep. And
they are being more and more transparent, I feel like.
They're being very transparent. Yeah. They G2A posted a very long article, which you can find in the news chat.
And it is real. I've read it in full. It's really long. It's a good read. I'll recommend reading it.
It is a good read, actually, yeah.
It's like Harry Potter.
But the TLDR is that they're going to pay devs back 10 times chargeback fees if they can prove the keys were stolen.
Yep. And then the development in the midweek was that a guy sent out emails to several tech journalists, I guess.
He allegedly sent them to 10 different indie companies.
Independent websites.
Yeah. Not indie companies, but independent websites.
Saying, hey, can you post this and say that we didn't do it?
Yeah.
And bring your credibility at the same time?
It looked like it came from G2A.
What he read, it's like... the thing is, like, even, like, it didn't read like it was in the third person. It read like it was from G2A.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like... But the thing is, it didn't say, like, oh... You can put on here it's a sponsored article, which would be fine. Yep. It was like, no, don't put it's from us. It's from you. Yeah. Put your name on it as well. It's like,
exactly.
Dirty thing.
But I don't think it was G2A that done it. I genuinely don't. They replied straight away saying it wasn't us. The guy who done it without authority, and we're going to reprimand them. And
so you just said they're reprimanding, so it's from them.
They are still liable.
This is what happened. They signed a meeting, went, this would be a good idea, and went, yeah, and some idiot ran with it.
Yep.
They did agree to do it. You know they did.
They're liable. Yeah.
Like Alex, you know what I think. You know what I think happened, but I can't say that here publicly.
No, you can't.
No, you can't say it here. Don't say it here.
I think that happened.
But yeah, I think it could have. Like, but at the end of the day, they was like, wasn't supposed to be authorized that way. Blah blah blah. We're sorry, and they got onto it straight away. Apologized, whatever. But if you read the actual email itself, the context of the way it's written doesn't sound like something G2A would have approved, just based on the full article if you read it.
Exactly.
And Donkey has been on the side of everybody else, especially the small devs, and against G2A in that regard. It's on my side that it just doesn't correlate to what they have been writing.
Like 3-4 months ago, this came out. Oh, but nah, fuck you guys. This is the same bullshit you're doing. But the way they're acting now, it doesn't seem right.
No. And the biggest point for me is, right, what they would lose if they got found out, which they likely would, is so huge compared to what they would gain.
They're dead. They're dead at that point.
They would gain near enough nothing.
Yeah. But the newest development of the story, which is, in my opinion, the most interesting one, because this decides if they stay or if they fail. The first indie has sent an email to G2A being like, hey, these keys were stolen. We got charged like
Factorio, right?
Yeah. Don't know if it's just Factorio, but the company that makes Factorio, at least.
Yeah.
I assume that's their main game.
Yeah.
There's already one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, they sent their email. It hasn't developed to the fullest yet, so we don't know what G2A's response will be. They've had 2 business days right now to answer. Which the dev says, that's not wrong. I'm like, the small devs were also the people that said it will be a massive amount of work to go through this. And I don't know if G2A was like, okay, we'll maybe get the first email in 2 months. And then they got it now and be like, okay, the thing that was set up to do this is not there yet. So, what do we do?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the dev who wrote this very small article and ranting about G2A and jumping on the bandwagon, which I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Basically said, well, I contacted G2A and they acknowledged me responsive, blah blah blah, and then I sent them all the details, and it's been 2 days now and they haven't fixed it.
If it was 2 months, I got it. Like,
first of all, it's been 2 days, as Donkey said, they're the first people, and why are you being like? You can see that he's left a lot of detail out of his complaint. Yeah. He hasn't said what information he's given, how much he's given, like when he sent it. He hasn't actually said what the responses from G2A were prior to that moment.
And we don't know in what
G2A could have said to him, okay, we've acknowledged it, if you send us the information over, we will look into it and blah blah blah. They probably haven't said to him, yeah, we'll do it in 2 days. Why would they say that?
Yeah. Because like if let's say let's say he just sent a PDF file with all the keys. That's not possible for a machine to read at all. That's possible for you to read. So that means that Alex, the employer, the new guy, has to go and sit through that and then cross-reference all the database they have. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing. That will take a while.
Yeah. And the dev from Factorio said that the keys were stolen back in 2016.
So that's 3 years.
Some of them are still on sale now.
Yeah.
That's 3 years worth of keys that dude's got.
So like, I think 30 business days is fair. If he hadn't heard anything in 30 business days,
I think 30 is a lot.
Yeah, but it's just usually like somebody who works with companies.
2 days is 0.
Yeah, that's basically like you get. Let's say you get it on. You send it on Monday, right?
Yeah.
And it's not. He didn't send it Monday morning. Let's say he sent it at like 12, right?
Yeah.
Nobody.
It just said when he sent it either. Yeah.
No. So like, it's 2 days. Well, if you put an order in for Amazon at 8 at night, that's not until the next day that's order actually is there.
Yeah.
It's the same here. If it's after whenever they check emails, which is probably the first thing they do in the morning, you check your emails, you put them out to people, and then you go through your day. That's usually how companies do.
Yeah.
So it's probably until the day after on Tuesday, and then it has to be processed to whoever needs it. And
for the record, Donkey is on the side of the small devs. He is.
Yes.
I am the evil guy in red that is the devil. I think G2A are fine.
Middle.
Yeah, I am the G2A guy of like, hey, listen, it's their business model. It's not their job to fix it. Mm-hmm. But despite that, they are going beyond fixing it anyway, allegedly.
All I want them to do is, if there's a stolen key on that website and they know it's stolen, is to take some form of responsibility.
Yeah. And they've said they would. They have said that if the dev sends us a stolen key, we'll take it down straight away.
For me, they should have done it from day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And two, like they're doing right now, we're going to put a plan in place. This is what we're going to do. This is what's going to happen. Like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So they should have started to do.
That's what they've done. Yeah.
That's what they've done. So I've got no argument against them. I can't say they're not doing anything. I can't say they're doing some shit. They're not. But they should have really done this from day one. And
they should have. Yeah. But they are doing more than they need to now. Though.
They are. Yeah. They're trying to pay back.
What pisses me off? It doesn't matter if the guy is an ex-employee, new guy. Something was shitty about that fucking article they tried to push out. If it's official or not, he worked for them, and it was his.
Oh, they are still liable. Yeah, 100%.
They're still liable, and that should not have happened, and that's really sneaky.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, and especially in the British standard advertising law, that shit don't fly, dude.
No,
that shit don't fly. Like that's like slappy wrist time, you know.
Yeah, it's not. So I feel like next week we will hopefully have some more information on this.
Hopefully, but
as I said, 30 business days, in my opinion, is still okay.
Yeah. But if you get chance to read the full G2A article on their website, I would read it, because at the very bottom as well, they do say that they know that they have done things not great in the past. They are close to admitting guilt as they can be without saying, hey, we've done this and this and this.
Yeah.
And knowing that they have been at fault, for me, like, we all know how hard it is to say sorry when you were wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a company to come out and say, hey, listen, we kind of fucked up over the last couple of years. We're working on fixing that.
Yeah.
People need to lay off them.
They do.
They're doing it because they've had this pressure, and it's good that they've had it. Yeah. But now that they're starting to change, slow it down.
Yeah. Which is what, that's what I'm like, okay, they're fixing. Cool. Because, like, everybody knows that I will praise and love CD Projekt Red. So will a lot of gamers.
Me.
Yes. A lot of gamers probably don't know why they're called CD Projekt Red. Their business model was to pirate games and sell them in Poland.
Yeah.
That's what the company is founded on.
It was founded, because they're trying to get stuff to the own curtain. That's the whole point. They weren't under a capitalist system, they were under a communist system.
Yeah, but they still did something that was very, very, very much illegal, right?
Not under communism, it wasn't.
No, but it was here.
This is what they've already said. No, this is what they've already said. Under the state they were under.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
It wasn't technically illegal.
But they were still technically stealing the game. Yeah, I know. But they were still technically taking the things.
The thing is, where they were, there was no technical ownership of anything because of the communism.
I know.
So it wasn't technically pirating, but it was pirating.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they also did something bad, and then they like.
No, it wasn't bad.
Okay, they did something on the edge. Okay, will you give me that?
Maybe it was morally bad, Billy.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, but to the rest of the world, though.
You're doing it for the people. For the people.
Okay, see, this the best part of me controlling this. I can do this.
Yay, baby.
You are a pirate.
Anyway.
Do what you want, because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Anyway, what I was going to say is, so I feel like if they could fix it and now become the loving company of everybody, if G2A can do that as well, being like, hey, we will support all the esports, and we will give you cheap keys, and hey, we'll give you a way to get rid of old keys you don't use anymore, or not use it, like you can't use because, oh, I have this humble monthly thing. Well, get games all the time.
That's why I use the free thing on Discord, because it's a better way of doing it.
Yeah, but like,
some of the games are trash and no one wants them. But I'd rather just put one there and say, if you want them, have them.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I think that's a fair thing, and I think
on the note of that, if you are putting game keys into the free games chat on our Discord, make sure you leave a space between the last two characters, because a bot might pick them up.
And also put the title of the game on top as well.
Yeah.
Or nearly, just as long as it's the key.
Just either make it a picture that you post, or like screenshot the name and the code, or leave a space in the last two things, because bots will just cycle through people's Discords and try and grab random keys.
I don't think bots can add.
Yeah, they
can get into the Discord.
You can do it on the web version, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought
with the welcome page they might not be able to, but even still, it's
do it. Like, it's better to prepare than like not. Yeah. Anyway, the next big thing is smoking in games is bad. Smoking is bad.
Smoking is bad.
By the way, but killing people in very disgusting ways, raping children. That is okay.
What game did you rape a kid in?
I played some fucked up Russian games. Anyway, but smoking, no. In 18+ rated games. Okay, I'm done.
So Donkey's on the side of fuck you guys. You should be allowed to do whatever you want. It's 18+ rated, which
no.
I understand.
Donkey's a secret.
I just think it's a dumb way to SmackDown. I think there's way worse things than smoking in games.
Yeah, there are.
That's
however, firstly, I think the killing in games, you see the consequences of them straight away. That person's now dead.
It's a fancy kill.
Yeah.
It's a fancy cigarette.
It's a fancy cigarette.
But okay, you can go and buy a cigarette. You can't just go randomly kill people.
You can. I mean,
what's the consequence?
Here they will tell you no. Here they will tell you you're bad. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, you'll get let off.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying one is better than the other. Like, very much so. This came about because one of the Gears Awards I've said, Dizzy has a cigar, but he doesn't smoke in the games because I didn't want it in the games. That's fair. I love the Gears of War games, and the fact that he weren't smoking whilst I was playing
doesn't matter.
Make the game worse for me. Yeah, like
it doesn't matter. I wouldn't. Do you honestly, if you had that cigar on him and he didn't take a puff from it, I wouldn't notice.
Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had this. However, I am with Donkey that if the game is 18 rated, then why does it matter?
I have proof.
And you can even say on the box, smoking. It doesn't say that. It says that with drugs. I know.
Yeah, it does,
like
yeah.
Drugs and whatever, and killing and gore and sex, maybe.
Yeah, sex, yeah.
Yeah.
Sex, violence, something else.
Bad language, and like it has all the boxes, and like just put all the boxes. And I also think there should be a big gambling stamp on there.
Yeah, but
or
I don't mind smoking in games. To be honest,
some people might call me a fan of a certain video game franchise.
Assassin's Creed.
Metal Gear Solid, actually.
Where's the CD key, Billy?
On my Steam.
Yeah.
So, smoking is actually part of the game. It's a gameplay mechanic in some of the games. Where you take a cigarette, and the smoke will show the lasers, but it affects your health.
Yeah.
It knocks your health down, so is that okay?
Which is fine. Yeah, I've said that is totally fine. That is what I've said. Because someone wrote up Stranger Things, which I said I can't comment on because I've not followed it at all. But I don't have an issue with people smoking if there's other people in the game. Don't have to even be secondary characters where it shows you the effect of it.
Yeah.
Like, have somebody that has no meaning to the plot at all, that is literally dying of a disease caused by smoking. Just have something that also shows you the problem with it, as well as, hey, that's a cool guy because he smokes.
I know that's
the Hollywood problem.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is, but Hollywood is leaking over into games, and that's just a fact.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It also look. We talked about the other day. The most manly thing you could do, or whatever. I can't remember the.
Punch a kid in the face in front of his three uncles.
Is drinking alcohol in GTA 5 okay? Smoking weed, smoking.
Yes, because it's an 18+ game.
You're fine with that. That's fine. No.
And in fairness, if you drink in GTA, you get drunk and you can't drive, and you do this and you fall over. If you smoke in GTA, you start coughing, you lose health. Like, it does show you the downside straight away.
As long as it has RPG mechanics, basically.
As long as there's consequences shown for doing things that are harmful to you, I don't have an issue with it.
Like what I was saying before with the manly thing. You said, well, Donkey's the manly because he was in the military. Like, a lot of people will agree. A manly thing is to sit and shoot with a big gun.
Yep.
That's also just... It didn't show me any consequences. of killing a lot of whatever with a big gun. Like, that's also very manly, very, you look strong, you like, like, that's the reason I like Wolfenstein.
No, see, I don't think it's the same thing. I don't think it's a manly thing. I think, especially in current media, I think it's nationalistic, very American.
Yeah. It is, but it looks cool. It looks cool as fuck. It also looks cool to smoke.
Not being American, we distance ourselves straight away. That's the cut off. I'm not American, it's not me. Yeah. If it's British and we're taking on the Zulus, Alex, I'll get my red coat on, we'll go marching down, Would we
be under the bus, but we'll hold it.
Would we get the same thrill? Would Mr. Viking over there in his longboat coming to rape and pillage? That's the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference. Right, though,
especially in video games, you are normally playing an American.
Yeah, you are.
And that's our cut-off. It's not manly to us, it's American.
Yeah.
I think it's more cool than it is anything. And
it's cool.
And I feel thing... It's like it's kids we're trying to protect. I assume we're not trying to protect adults.
See, that's the thing. I don't think a kid looks at a guy and drink.
See, I played the original Metal Gear Solid when I was 12 years old with a very American character made by a Japanese company who smokes, drinks.
I think
a lot. And I thought, no, Konami is a Japanese thing. And it's like, I thought it was cool as fuck, but I don't really smoke. I drink, but I don't really smoke. It never really affected me.
That never came from games.
But when you smoke in a game, it affects your health.
Yeah.
I can't remember a cool character ever smoking that I saw on the he's smoking. That's cool.
Wait, Anakin, you cut out like 3 times.
Have you never seen Taxi Driver?
Yeah, but
I've never seen a cool character that smokes.
No. I can't remember where I sat there and was like, "That's cool." He is
there's
cool
too.
And
like movies and everything like never a game.
Yeah, like movies. I did, but I'm thinking game.
I'm trying to think of a good movie.
Movies.
Okay, well, the 50s.
Maybe, but not even. Yeah. Like smoking weren't like, oh, he's cool.
Rebel Without a Cause. Oh, that's a great film. Rebel Without a Cause. I'm trying to think really. I can't think of many. I may think that's really cool. But it was never the smoking. It was more like
the badassness.
It just came with them, yeah.
It's the badassness.
The whole film, but the smoking was there with it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not like, oh, he's smoking. He is there for a cool. And the other thing I think is this with the Stranger Things is where Chung mentioned it in chat time. We shouldn't like paint over history. Like it is in the 80s.
If it's relevant, it's relevant.
Yeah.
Making a movie like I don't know if you've seen it, but Dark Hour or Darkest Hour, I can't remember, about Churchill.
Rings a bell. Oh, Darkest Hour. Yeah. I know. Was he a cool dude?
I don't know, but imagine that without smoking or drinking.
That was him though.
Yeah, I'm saying, but hey,
no. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
But with smoking and drinking were removed because we shouldn't put that in.
But then that would be not part of his character.
I don't want to go too political on this, but just before we move on, I think things like smoking, drinking, race, things like that, they shouldn't matter unless they're not detrimental to the character's plot. Yeah. If that character needs that to develop themselves in the way that they're supposed to, that's fine. If it has no meaning for it, like Dizzy doesn't need to smoke in Gears of War, then take it out.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
You can show it.
It doesn't need to take it out. No, you don't. But a 12-year-old might.
Yeah.
A 12-year-old shouldn't be playing an 18-rated game, and that's
he shouldn't. But that is
a
long conversation.
It's a long conversation. But you're completely right. If it doesn't need to be there, it shouldn't be there.
It shouldn't be there, yeah.
And the same way,
if Winston Churchill, Winston Churchill has a fat old cigar in his hand,
then he's not
and a whiskey in the other, that's not Winston Churchill.
No. And
that's a muscle gas behind him.
Exactly.
Right?
It's the exact same thing we complained about when EA decided that there was black females in Battlefield 1.
I'm playing with the Germans,
yeah, playing with the Germans. Or, like, it didn't make any sense. Like, it shouldn't be there, and it should be there when it makes sense.
If they did the whole Battlefield 1 and said, it's called Battlefield 1, it's called Battlefield 2. Because Battlefield 1 was like an alternative end of World War 1 because using the guns would have come just after. Great, got away with it. Because it's not World War 2. Yeah. It's another World War 2. Got away with it. But they went, no, it's historically correct. No, it's not.
It's actually not, yeah.
Exactly. That's the issue for me
so,
about it.
Unless it needs to be there, it shouldn't be there.
Exactly.
So I think we are thinking about going into the bit of a tangent. So let's slide over to hardware news.
DMs.
I don't think there's too much in hardware news, thankfully.
Okay, somebody should make the biggest mark on the calendar ever. I'll go on record. I'll say it right now.
Go for it.
You should buy an AMD CPU.
Yay.
If you have the courage for it.
Yeah, you have been saying that for a while, though. They are catching up. So.
They are catching up. They catch up. They are now the better option. Unless your name is Amazon or Google or Microsoft, or that your money is not an issue and you do more than gaming. If you can actually buy whatever CPU you want, Intel still have the server market, the professional SKU. Like I said in chat, like if you scroll up 4 bajillion messages, I said something. Go AMD unless you go Heat. And Heat, for people who don't know, is high-end desktop.
Yeah.
So like, because AMD doesn't have that. So that's like...
Yeah. It's coming, the new thread.
I'm not saying it's never coming. I'm just saying right now, if you need a system right now, today, or like, I want to be or if you want to be the new Amazon, you need to buy Intel CPU still. But if you just want, if you want to game or want to video edit, buy AMD right now.
You just got me an Intel CPU like a month ago. Fuck you, Dunk.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm kidding.
What you paid, fantastic CPU. It's what you need. It's what's great for you. Work. This is unless you're due an upgrade. I'm close.
You're borderline, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
But the other thing is, as it is with technology, the next thing is
you buy it, it's out of date.
Yeah, it is. Hey, maximum 2 months.
You want to see something worse in technology? Golf clubs. Yeah. Terrible. They depreciate like that. Yeah. You buy they're like that. It's
the second you've walked out of the shop, those things are.
You've lost.
I'm just the new GPUs. I know that next week, Intel has sponsored a lot of tech people to a event.
Yeah. So something's gonna be there.
I'm just saying, and I know that the Israeli factory has been in overwork for the last month. If you don't know, that's where they. Yeah, that's
Israeli. Not Israeli. No, Israeli.
Where all the Jewish people work.
Are you trying to say Jews are aliens?
Yes.
Yeah. It's something out of Star Wars.
Reptiles?
I'm from planet Israelian.
The factory in Israel.
Are you part of the UK Labour Party, by any chance?
Oh, fucking don't start. Let's not get too political.
I'm joking. No. I'm joking.
For the many, not the Jew.
Look, he's mad.
Okay, while these morons are muted, I will tell you that they can still see you. Just the factory in Israel. For Satan.
Hey, move on. Let's go. What more do you want to say?
I think Emma is watching
what CPU
this.
stands for? Computer processing unit, is it?
Central processing unit.
Central. What does AMD stand for?
Advanced micro.
Advanced what?
Advanced. You're unmuted now. Anyway, advanced micro designs or something like that, right?
I don't know. You keep moving away from your mic like this.
I think it's advanced micro designs or something like that.
Oh, cool. No stuff. Right, so that's hardware news then.
That's what. Yeah. Like, buy it if you want now. RAM is still meh.
Sorry, we've still got more hardware news coming. Don't worry, Donkey. Don't worry.
The new TF
game thing. Teamfight Tactics, the new game from Riot Games, which is like auto chess for Dota. Great, it's fun. It's not fun. It's full RNG. It is fun though. It's pretty chill. It's actually similar to poker. The more I play it, you can see what other people are getting. You know what your outs are. You have to know when you should bet and when you shouldn't. When you should go all in. When you shouldn't go all in. It's pretty good. It's relaxing. It's very RNG based. If you don't like RNG games, don't play it. The only issue I've got right now is that you have to have the League of Legends client for it. They don't have a Riot Games client. The same way there's a Blizzard client or Uplay or something like that. Maybe they'll adjust that because it is technically still in beta right now.
Mm-hmm.
So next patch I think is the official release. So maybe it'll be updated then.
We'll just rename the launcher to the Blizzard to Riot or something.
And then just have a League of Legends, and it's super easy to do.
Why? They're owned by Tencent. Just merge it to the Epic Store. I'm sorry, it's the same fucking store. It's just owned by the same people. Just move it to the same fucking store.
Yeah, different logins and everything.
I think that's what I think.
Look, Sim Beta. It's how you move people over. New hot stuff. Start that transition.
But moving League over, I feel like...
No, don't move League. Don't move League. Just move
your friends list is tied in, though.
Yeah.
You can
transfer it, like, you can also...
Give everyone 20 quid of credit.
Your levels tied in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
they could transfer...
I know what you're saying.
Hey, they got to do a Rocket League.
Yeah, but that's different. That's one game.
Yeah,
with
one game.
I don't mean to, like, throw shade, but a much smaller player base. In a lot fewer areas of the world.
It's less data.
When does that move over?
Huh?
When does that move over?
I think is it October or something? I'm sure they said it
soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is it moving over as in stop being sold on other platforms?
You will not be able to buy that game on Steam.
Yeah.
You will not?
It will be you can't. You can still play it.
I still play it, but you can't.
And you'll
buy
get
it.
updates. You get no new DLC, and you cannot buy the game 100% on Steam as of I think sometime in October.
That is beep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we bought them.
So you guys are probably gonna nerd out more than I am, but got a new monitor.
Yay!
32-inch curved Samsung, 144 Hz because I needed a 144 Hz monitor. Didn't have one.
It's still not 85.
First impressions are that it's actually pretty awesome. Playing games on it, I weren't gonna get the 32-inch, but it did. It's fucking amazing to play on. I haven't really noticed that much difference, I guess, but I haven't really played any fast-paced games and stuff yet.
I was gonna ask you what do you feel the biggest difference is? Is it the resolution bump or the hertz bump?
Right now, I just feel like everything's sharper, to be honest.
That's the resolution then.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you say that, but when I was playing Rocket League with Chung the other day, as a test, I was quicker to balls than I've ever been before. Yeah. I was reading plays better than I have had before. Like, so
that's probably a combination
I don't know.
There.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it was much easier to see the cars, but I was also able to read what the ball was going to do maybe a split second before, which in Rocket League can make a huge difference.
Can. As you'll see later.
However, I've also played a lot of F1 2019 on it, which, as I stream to you, looks phenomenal. That with the curved view as well, because it's pretty curved, and just having a full, like, I need 3 of these now, so that I have one on either side, and just have the fucking thing stretched along them.
No, then you need the monitor I send you afterwards.
Oh, that would be amazing.
How's the bezel?
Well,
is it like a big bezel or small bezel?
Is it a what?
Bezel.
Bezel.
The thing that
around the outside. Is it thick?
Oh yeah, it's very thin, very thin. It's what? Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah.
It's tiny. But yeah, no, I'm loving it, to be honest. Nice. I haven't watched anything on it yet. I don't think that would really matter.
Mm-hmm.
But
most of the stuff you watch is 1080 anyway.
But as far as gameplay goes, like Rocket League looked really, really good and really sharp.
To be fair, you're also using he's using an IPS panel right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Colors are so much better.
Yeah, it is. I was like, well.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
The only down thing about that thing is I think it's a 4ms.
That's not super. You won't notice that.
Nobody noticed it anyway.
You won't notice that.
No,
anything over 15 is noticeable. Was it 10?
Yeah.
15, something like that.
15 normal people, 10 CSGO pros and Dota pros and so on.
Yeah, you won't notice 4.
League pros doesn't know
I can notice it. That will ruin you. Shitty LCDs. You'll just pick them up straight up. If you pick up a phone and you look at the phone, like, it ruins you. Yeah. I've done it in the car with the digital display. It's fucking shocking how bad they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So cheap.
But would I recommend one for 300 quid like I spent? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Is it 16:9?
Yes, it is, Billy. It's only you. Yeah. That's why he buys 3 of them now.
That's why I have to look this way because of that.
Well, I was actually saying because sometimes I've got my monitors like that, and then obviously the big one in the middle. So I'll be looking at something over here, and then I have to go to my third, and it's like watching a game of tennis. I could legitimately just picture myself getting whiplash at some point. Like, it's not good.
And then imagine the 32:9 one I sent you. That's even wider than Billy's.
Why?
That's gonna be this, like this, and then like stacking 3s.
Yeah.
Go like this. 16K gaming.
It is great though.
Nice.
So,
how's the table? How's the table?
The table's fine.
Good.
My last table was slightly unstable because I had to have it raised because it was too low.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it shook that way a lot. This one is a little bit less stable in the middle, as you would guess.
Yeah.
But it's actually perfectly fine. It's a great size, 6 feet long. Cost me 28 quid.
Yeah. How? Because you got the second one, the one with the not big crossbar, right?
Yeah, I got the one with not big crossbar. Yeah. It's all the supports in the middle.
Yeah.
I did have to turn it around today though, because the bit where that you used to fold the legs was on this side, and I was like, nah, don't like that, so I just turned it around.
Oh yeah, because for you that doesn't matter. You're not gonna fold it in and out all the time.
No, exactly.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And if I was ever gonna fold it out, I'd be taking all the stuff off it and pulling it out anyway. So.
Oh yeah. But like, I mean, it's not like I'll do it every weekend. Okay. So what have you been playing? I played. Well, what's that again?
Yeah. And with me.
Minecraft.
Ned. You don't want to talk about Minecraft. That face said you don't want to talk about Minecraft.
I didn't put that in. I didn't put that in, and I did the power. Fuck you. Anyway, well, that's that. I played that, and they added a 6th difficulty, which I don't know why.
Minecraft? Yeah. Is it 6th difficulty in Minecraft?
No, in World War Z. Yeah. But right, I genuinely think what happened with that. Last time we played it on 4th. It seemed a lot harder than the time before that. When we went back the other day and played it on 4th, it seemed like old 4th. So I think they increased the difficulty but didn't add an extra level to it. And now they've added the level and put it back the way it was.
Yeah, because we had a hard time transitioning between
3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th, yeah.
So I think they've added a 3.5 and moved everything else up.
Yeah.
And 3.5 became 4.
Yeah, because I can't imagine. We played on 4 and that was hard. 5 would have been dumb. 6, I'm like, what is that for anybody to play? That means 6 balls.
Oh no, Face's face is gone.
No.
He just lost his chin. He's all right. He's just leaning forward.
No, leaning forward. Sorry.
Anyway, I think it's back now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So I still enjoy the game. You can now buy the gold. It's not called the gold pack, but it'll give you some gold weapons for $2.99.
Which you got when you pre-ordered.
Yeah, but now
and we were like, it's only cosmetic, so we don't really mind. But now that the game's been out for a bit, like, hey, listen, you can have this as well now. So which is actually pretty nice.
And I feel like that's fair to the what are they called? The early backers or whatever, the pre-orders, being like, hey, you bought the game before. Here's the thing you can go around and show off while the game is hot and new. And then when that period is over, which is now after the first DLC, you
second
will...
technically, right? Is it? Well, the last patch was 6 gig, so I haven't looked at what they put in. They put the new weapons and stuff, right?
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
New difficulty.
Yeah. I feel like the new difficulty would take up a lot of space.
Yeah, so maybe that warrants a second DLC.
Yeah, I don't know. It's but their support for so far, in my opinion, has been great. We haven't had the screamer bug in a while as well.
No, we haven't. And upgrades every month is fucking that's big. Updates every month for a game of its size, like it's good. Yeah. So, you should play it, Billy. I know you don't like it, but you should play it anyway. Support
the devs. Support the future, the Epic Game Store.
Yes, the store I worry about the most.
Yeah. Support Tencent.
Wow.
Tencent Masters are listening to us right now, boys.
Whatever Alex Mr. Fluffy Bun says is not the message that BBU Incorporated is going to put out there.
Why not? Tencent. Why not? The devs like everybody else.
No, they're not devs.
Games is a small
they're not devs. They're not devs.
I mean,
they're publishers.
They own a lot of devs.
Yeah, but they're publishers like EA.
Let's not talk about EA though. EA don't want to be seen as the bad guys.
No, they don't understand why they're the bad guys. Don't get it.
Why are we the bad guys?
We don't get it. We go around we make FIFA. Why are we the bad guys?
Because some kid spent 500 quid on FIFA.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that actually. Yeah,
I didn't want to, but he's fucking.
Yeah, I was just like, this is just
emptied some.
If somebody's an old watcher of a viewer of Linus Tech Tips, they had the Ubisoft shirt with the shovel and keep on digging. I feel like that's what EA is doing, and I don't care anymore.
But there were more issues around that kid than just FIFA. And two of the big ones are the parents and the bank.
Oh, the dad admitted like they should have been a bit more.
Yeah,
he showed how to do it.
Why didn't the bank stop it?
Because his parents probably spending that card a lot.
On FIFA though?
On one thing. On multiple small occasions.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the bank should stop. No, the bank should stop that, or at least call them and say, "Hey, this is weird."
You know that you're spending, yeah.
Like my bank did that the other day. Where I was like,
they turned his card off, yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, this looks weird. Go in on your online banking and be like, oh, it's okay. I got a text, be like, hey, go fix this. What was it? It was something I can't remember what
it wasn't the bank. It was your ISP.
ISP, that's right. ISP did
it. Anyway, I've been playing TFT as we've discussed, April 2019 as we've discussed, and World War Z as we've also discussed. How's Dishonored?
It's first person Assassin's Creed.
I've played the first one a little bit. Didn't like it. Couldn't.
It's hard to get into, isn't it? That's what the first one's really hard to get into, but once you get the powers and stuff, it's pretty good. So I think they've learned from that on the second one because you get some powers a bit earlier.
Oh, okay.
It's still very hard to get into.
Okay.
But it's okay. I paid 20 quid. I got the DLC with it as well. So that's my one purchase from the Steam sale.
Yeah, I actually grabbed Dungeon Defenders, which cost me £1.50. Oof.
Big spender.
I'm sure I grabbed something else on the Steam sale, you know. But I can't remember what. So it must be shit. I genuinely think I bought something just for the sake of buying it, you know, and I felt so bad afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I got Gang Beasts, which, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe I didn't get in it, you know. Oh well, not important. Oh, my eyes are so sore.
You ready?
Yeah. For what?
Nothing is coming out ever.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
You're lying.
No.
First of all, Stranger Things 3, the video game, is coming out.
When
though?
Yeah.
It might be out already.
Yes, but not this week.
It came out. Hang on. The series came out this week, so let's go over it. Came out this week.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Yes. We talked about that last week.
We spoke about them last week.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. It's fuck out this week. Game's dead.
God fucking damn it. But next week again.
Next week, this game.
Next week, there is the game. The one and only.
Delivery service is out next week.
BJ Blazkowicz will return the week after next week.
So that's what's coming out.
Yes.
Also, Quiz might be coming out. Who knows?
He should.
You should message Quiz right now and ask him if he's coming out.
Yeah, you should. Everybody go now.
Yeah.
Press G in chat as well.
We haven't done a DM Quiz request for a while, so if everybody can DM Quiz the Sunday lad on the Discord.
He also goes,
hey, are you coming out? And I'm sure you'll get a polite response.
And if you call him Elemental Angels while you talk to him, he will be very happy.
To say, hey, Elemental Angel, are you coming out? And you'll get a very pleasant response.
You can also call him Tom Cruise.
Don't do that.
Anyway, okay, so Steam has the game deal of Hitman 2, which is 60% off, which means that it's £18. I feel like that's a good deal. Rocket League, so grab it while it's there, I guess.
I mean, I think it'll be free on Epic. It's pure speculation.
Yeah, but if you want the Steam,
it's free in Asia.
Yeah, if you want, I'm just saying if you want the Steam version.
Who owns Epic?
I do.
Aren't they North Korean?
Team Sweeney.
Tencent.
Team Sweeney.
No.
They just
own China,
some of it. They own some of it. Yeah, they're a Chinese company.
North Korea.
Anyway, but the Rocket League and all the DLC or cosmetic, whatever thing.
Get yourself the DeLorean.
Oh,
cheap.
Cool.
Yeah, the one good one.
Yeah. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Craft Edition. So that's basically the Game of the Year edition.
That's still a lot, though.
It is.
That's a big discount, but that's still a lot.
It is a big.
You get a lot. You get all the DLC with that though.
Yeah, you get everything.
Yeah.
How much is all of the DLC though?
It's a lot. It's 3 caves and a lot of cosmetic stuff, more weapons, more characters, and everything.
Bigger boobs.
I need that DLC right now.
Give me the triangle tits back, man. Otherwise, I'm not interested.
Hey, you can get that. That's part of it. It's classic Lara Croft.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Of course it is.
Oh, you also get the season pass with that, whatever that entails. I guess future DLCs.
Yeah. So, I don't think it's an amazing deal, but I think it's good enough. If you're gonna buy it, then buy it. It's okay. It's a good game. I like that series, and I like that game. Uplay has.
I think you got the price wrong though.
Did I?
It's not 56% off. It's 19% off. At
on the craft edition.
Yes.
Oh.
The reason that you probably got 56% off is I imagine you already own the game, so it'll tell you what your discount will be because it'll just be for the DLCs and stuff.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's actually only 19% off and it's £67.19. By the way, this is why we don't let Donkey do the PowerPoint, man.
Oh, the PP?
Yeah, the PP as we call it.
It's called PP. That's a fucking shit. Fuck you.
It's actually called Google Sheets. Google Slides rather. So.
Yeah, it's called GS.
Yeah, so don't fucking lie, Donkey.
I'll turn both of you off. Shut up. Anyway, Uplay. I'm sure you're wrong. By the way, I'll verify that later.
Okay.
Uplay has the Anno sale gone right now, so you can get all the Anno games.
Great. Fantastic.
So if you love them or your name is Bill,
it's very city builder. Put loads of effort into it.
Yeah.
I think to do that you have to have
very German.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of time in your hands.
I did like 1402. It was quite fun, but yeah, you need some time on your hands.
1880 or
1800.
1800.
1800 is the new one.
That's the new one, right? I've heard that should be the best one yet.
But it looks good. I've seen people playing it, and it does look good, and it looks pretty, but it's just not what I would. It's a very slow game, right? So if that's what you like, Anno's probably one of the leading competitors for that.
Yeah. Origin, you can go buy a game your girlfriend likes. Go buy The Sims.
A lot of girls do play Sims, like
that's not. I'm just saying. It's the one game.
Apparently they've made it shit because I played The Sims, the first one with all the fucking add-ons like Sims Unleashed and Holiday and all that bollocks when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great because you'd read the newspaper and you get a shitty job, and then you would have to go to work in a good mood to get better at the job and blah 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 and all that stuff. And that was the MMO RPG leveling experience for me. Yeah. And that doesn't exist in the new ones. Apparently, just pick a job you want.
That's dumb.
So, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't know either.
Anyone in the chat, you know what? Anyone in the
chat.
I remember.
The third one was still the way you say, Alex.
Yep.
Yeah,
they removed the story from that game. I don't get it. Get a Life was the best.
Yeah, Get a Life had its own story, yeah.
Yeah, Get a Life.
Get a fucking life.
Get a Life when it's all Sims come outside.
Get a Life, play Sims.
But in fairness, right, I understand it for some people, because Geopets aren't really a thing anymore, or Tamagotchis, how good were they? Right? Tamagotchis are like, but they're not really a thing anymore. So, if you're a kid and you want to raise a dog, but your parents won't let you have a dog, go on Sims, get a dog. Know what I mean? Makes sense.
You can have a person there.
Not the same. It's not the same. But yeah, if anyone knows if Sims is as shit as I've just said it is, let me know.
Okay,
I feel like it is.
Yeah, Epic. There's no sale, but Torchlight, the first one, is free, and Limbo, Danish game, is free next time.
I've never liked Limbo.
So wait. You got Danish game for Limbo, but you did go Danish game for Hitman.
No.
Alright. No, Mel. See you later.
Hitman is made by, they're almost Swedish. They're made by the Copenhagen people.
They are almost Swedish.
Because they're made in the capital city, Copenhagen.
Yes.
That's near Sweden.
Yes.
Okay.
And dodgy Vikings.
Yes.
Very dodgy Vikings.
We are in the process of selling.
A bit off, aren't they?
We're in the process of selling that part of the country to Sweden.
Really?
Yeah, because their market needs to get smaller.
They don't have anything over there. We have all the pigs, all the farms. We have all the things. All the people that populate Copenhagen is Jews.
Where's Peter Schmeichel from?
Wow. Wow.
Not to forget, boys, the Amazon Prime sales 15th and 16th, so there should be some game sales. Next.
Yeah. Moving on. GOG,
Okay.
Mafia 3, 75% off. Mafia 2, Director's got 80% off. They're really cheap. Clip of the week, Donkey?
One sec. Ready, go!
Yep.
Yeah, what?
God.
Damn it.
Hey, it worked. Shut up.
Oh, God.
See, it worked perfect this week. I'm a genius.
Oh, well done. Right, as always, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thanks, Billy and Donkey, for podcast with us. It's been great. Anything you want us to talk about, pop up on Chat Town, throw one of us a DM. We'll be here next week, probably about the same time as you're about, Billy. Donkey said he's around this time next week. Being 2 and 3-ish.
2-ish, yeah.
So it'll be awesome. Hopefully Tom will be here as well. He's busy with his girlfriend at the moment. Any suggestions or ideas for the Discord, let us know. We'll be here for the update on Wednesday. AoE days on Tuesday. Expert 11 games season hasn't started yet. If you want to join, go join. And thanks for everybody who tuned in. See you later, guys.
Bye.